Hi all, Wolvie Fan here. I'm back with another video. I know it's been a little bit of a while, sorry to say. Been kind of busy, have been shopping. Yeah, I couldn't find time. But I'm going to hopefully rectify that in the next little while. Maybe get a couple more videos out. But yeah, so anyway, here we go. So the first few is just one on 20. I went to a local store and they had a 25-cent bin. So I started picking through, and nothing really special, but I grabbed a few of them anyway. The first one here is Concrete: The Human Dilemma, number 1 of 6. I found 2 of these Wild Dogs. Never owned them before, never read them. They're not in the greatest shape, but what do you expect for 25 cents? So I grabbed 2 of those. There we go. None of them are bagged and boarded, or some of them are bagged anyway. There's the other Wild Dog. Alpha Flight Special. This one's actually in pretty decent shape. I do have a copy of it. I never actually read the thing, but anyway. But I fell on these ones. They're kind of rough. There's a little bit of staining and stuff like that. Lots of wear. I mean, they're well loved. They had a whole bunch of these, but I only grabbed the first 4. So I thought that was kind of cool. Good for a good read anyway. I've heard about them, just never actually read them. So there you go. See, issues 3 and 4. I picked this up for $3. It's week 7, 52. I was shopping with a buddy. He goes, "You gotta get this, gotta get this, gotta get this." He was saying it was the first appearance of the new Batgirl costume or whatever. But I did some minor looking. I didn't really do a lot of research to find out if that was true or not. But man, for $3, I'll grab it. It's less than cover price anyway, so that's nice shape. So picked it up. For $1, I found from Boom Studios, Operation Broken Wings, 1936, number 1. Didn't know anything about it. I saw it, looked at it, and going, you never know. Right? Could be a good story. I think it's only like a 3-issue run, so I might grab the other 3 or other 2. I mean, and after I've read this one, to see if I like it enough to actually spend $1 on them. But we'll see. If anybody has read this, let me know if it's any good. The art looks pretty good. And then for $1, I found Power Pack number 1. This is in really nice shape too. It's probably only been read a few times. A couple of little tick marks in it though, but I thought that was a pretty good find for $1. And I've been looking for a while, and then I fell on a few of them, so I bought 3. I don't normally buy a bunch of these, but I probably showed one of these in the past video, Dreadstar 1, and I think it was probably this one that I have in the front. But I went to the same place. Well, I actually bought the other 2 at the same time I bought the Power Packs and all that, or the Power Pack and all that. And I haven't read this one yet, but I'm kind of looking forward to it. Yeah, so I grabbed 1. Well, I had 1 already, and I bought 2 more. I paid $8 each for them. So I thought that was pretty cool. They're in really good shape too. This stuff here, if you can actually see it in the camera, that's just crap that is on the bag. It's not on the book. They have maybe 1 or 2 little tick marks in it, but the corners are all nice and square, and yeah, they're in really nice shape too. So go on to the next. And for you Joe fans, and I know Adam Hughes is getting a lot of attention now, I found this one in the buck bin. All the ones you see with these little dots on it, or a sticker that has no price tag, I paid $1 for. I've seen this one going for, I don't know, anywhere from $50 to over $100 on eBay. I'm going, I don't understand the popularity. It's only a $4 book. You know, I mean, the artwork is awesome, and you know, it is an Adams Hughes cover. I mean, if that's the reasoning for it, then cool. But I mean, really, it's like you think the price guides would catch up with it a bit. But anyway, I found that one for $1. I thought it was pretty cool. You know, I'll keep buying them if I find them for $1. So I was just kind of doing the all the toy variants for the same series, and actually the second series of the IDW, and I picked up this one at the same store for $5. That one's kind of hard to find, sorta. You know, I've only been able to find it on eBay for not much more money, but the same plus shipping. But I found it for $5, and that's pretty much what it's worth. But it's got a little bit of a. I noticed when I got home, I didn't pay much attention when I was looking at it. I just grabbed it because I was the only one I could find. It looked like somebody dropped it, but I'm not too worried about it. I don't see these books going up in value very much. And I found through a local, seller on eBay. He's only about a half an hour away from me, and I still got him to mail it. Anyway, so the shipping was like $3 or something like that for shipping, so I wasn't going to spend my fuel to go get it. But I picked up number 223. The last one was 221. So that was kind of cool. There's a nice shape too. And 222. So I'm a little bit behind on these. I don't necessarily go to the stores and pick them up because I don't tend to go to. Well, I do once in a while go to local stores and that like that if I'm looking for something specific. But I find that I can find these things like, well, not so much these things, but these ones, the newer books. But ones I primarily go looking for, I look for older books. So I like going to like the flea markets and garage sales and digging through dusty old boxes, you know what I mean, and seeing what I can find for a really good price. You know, the place that I go that it is somewhat nearby, and a couple of YouTubers know about it, and those are the ones with the dots on it. He has, I don't know, he's got his store is like 2 floors tall, and what he has in stock in that store is only a third of what he has in storage in volume, right? Because he goes around and buys up stuff from stores of closing or something like that, or he goes out and buys like people's entire collections, you know, and he just brings them, sorts them, and puts them out, and puts them out for a really good price too, because he's one of those volume movers, not price basing on the value of the book itself. Like a friend of mine picked up, it was probably an X-Men #1 from 1963, and it was probably graded, well, I didn't get a good look at it. I got a look based on the picture, but from what the owner of the store was telling me, he would have graded it about a 2.5 or a 3, and he paid like around $2 grand for it, which sounds like a lot of money, but it probably isn't really. I mean, I was kind of going, oh crap, your wife actually let you buy that? Mine would cut my nuts off and feed them to me, you know. Oh, like, by the way, honey, look what I bought. But anyway, so the same sort I've been talking about, I actually was digging through, and I found G.I. Joe versus Transformers #1. I bought it for $6. It is, if you can see, gold foil edition from Graham Crackers, 1 of 1,500. Unfortunately, it ain't worth shit. It's worth about just a bit more than cover value. About $10. I paid a little less than what it's actually worth, but it'd be nice if these ones are starting to pick up some, you know, ground on value. But you know, I don't get it. Graham Crackers, the company, is sort of like Dynamic Forces, where they have an artist does a cover, and then they do a couple of different variants on the cover. Like, you know, they had a blue foil one of those, and you know, well, not a blue foil. Another issue 2 had a blue foil, I believe. No, I was right. Yeah, no, they did a Graham Crackers blue foil on this one too, and a regular cover. The regular cover is the same as this one. The blue foil is a different cover, but like the regular printing was probably, I don't know, maybe I think they had 5,000 of the graham crackers regular cover, and then the regular cover for, you know, newsstand was like however many they made. The blue foil was, I think, around 2,000, and this one was 1,500 or less, something along that lines, you know. But it just tells you there's like, what, just over 1,000 of these, and you know, around, and they're only worth, well, like half a case of beer, you know, or something like that. That's kind of not right. I guess it comes down to popularity. So, you can tell I kind of spent a little bit of time in this guy's store, because here's some more from them. I got Ghost Rider number 10 for $6. That's got some wear, but you know what? I'm just trying to complete the run. I only need another friggin', I think I only need another 8 books to complete the actual Ghost Rider run from the mid 70s. And they're all, you know, under 20. The issues for under 20. And I mean, some of you have seen my last videos about the Ghost Rider pickup that I got, and that basically got me going pretty much. I had a bunch before, but that really got me going. And you know, so I just wanted to complete the run, and eventually I'll start replacing them as I come across them if they're reasonable priced. But just to, you know, get a complete run is what I'm kind of driving at this point in time. So yeah, I got Ghost Rider number 10, Ghost Rider number 30. I paid $6 for it. That's in actually really decent shape. I think this one replaces one of the ones I already had. I'm not sure. Probably not. But I know I do have a bunch of multiples. But sometimes I just buy them because they're in really good shape. And if they're better than the one I had, then you know, that's all the better, right? So, and for $6, you can't go wrong with that, especially with a book like this. And 29. And this one's got a date stamp on it. I didn't check it out. I'm not worried. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be a pedigree or anything like that, but it'd be kind of cool if it was. It's got some, you know, bends here, and you know, it's been red. You can tell, like, you know, overall it's a really nice shape. The corners on the bottom are reasonably square. They're a little rounded, but excuse me. But yeah, so that was kind of cool. And then in the same store, these weren't all at the same. None of this stuff was all purchased at the same time. It was like half and half. It was 2 trips. And if everybody knows, when you watch my video, I don't spend any more than about $50 if I go out. So, you know, may have been 3 trips for all I know. I don't remember. But this one was not the last trip, but the trip before when I bought the Ghost Rider books. But I am a G.I. Joe fan, as you can tell. But I paid $10 for this when I have this issue. This is a lot nicer issue than I have, quality than I have in my collection, considering I bought it, the original one, new. But you know, you're what, preteen at that point, and you know, you don't take care of them as nicely. But I bought this specifically because you can find these anywhere. You look down right there, it was signed by Michael Zeck, and I thought that was pretty awesome. I've got a few of his books now signed. Oh, he was at a convention near me, and he was there, and he charged like $5 for a signature. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know if this is, you know, current, whatever, but regardless of the fact it's signed, I'm happy with that. It looks kind of cool, kind of hidden in the grass. And then another one I found with his signature on it, which is right there, Spider-Man 293. I paid $10 for it too, and it's in good shape. I have this issue as well already, but it's not as nice as this one. So it was kind of a 2-for-1, like the last one. 2-for-1, better quality book with signed. So how can you say no? So I was at a flea market, and I paid $4 for this. Walking Dead 108. I love the show. Haven't really bought. I think this is actually my first Walking Dead book, actually, now that I think about it. Except for the Image Firsts or something like that. I have the first issue because I wanted to read it, but because I really can't afford the first issue. But yeah, so I found that for $4, I believe, and you guys can put it in the comments section. his first appearance, and I'm trying to figure out who that is. I haven't opened this up yet to read it, but if you guys know, let me know, because I noticed a lot of from what I have read, because you can find them you can read them online, that the image of the character is not necessarily represented in the book, in the TV show. So, except for Megan, I watched the last season, and Megan looks, except for he's got somewhat of a beard, they made him look up just like the comic book, but with the faggy neck thingy too, right? So, so I thought that was pretty cool. $4. And back to the original place where I got the Amazing Spider-Man and the Ghost Riders and all those. They had a $10 wall. Apparently he had a bunch of these, and I'm sure if I go next week there'll be another one up there for $10. I might even buy it then too. And I pissed my buddy off because he was in there doing some renovations, and the guy in the store actually just put it up on the shelf. Actually, the next two, he put them just up on the shelf, and I happened to be digging through some boxes and shooting the shit with them, and I saw them put it up, and I'm going, I wonder what they go for. And I didn't know it was a $10 wall at that point, because that's a new thing they're doing. And so I ended up picking up Daredevil 181 for 10 bones. It's got looks like some creasing there. I think that was from when it was strapped down in the box. But there's a couple little chip marks. Like he found this at a store. I'm thinking that I hadn't talked to him directly, but I think he found this as an overstock item in one of the stores he bought out, and they just had it and whatever. But yeah, I haven't opened it up yet to even look inside, so I don't even know what the rest of it's like. But yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm kind of happy. I've been looking for that for a little while. It's not on my top 10 list. It was just one of those I figured, well, you know what, I'm sure I'll find it at some point for a good price. So, I'm not going to make, everybody's got 20, 40, or 100 books they want to look for, and to write it down on a piece of paper to say, so I still have my list. Excuse me. I just haven't found anything else on it yet. But it'd be nice if I could find some for that price. And the next one is Giant Size Annual Avengers number 10. First appearance of Rogue. And this is pretty good shape too. It's got a couple little tick marks. From those, they got a little bit of, whitening of the tick, and so color, I guess, disappearance or whatever you want to call it. A little bit of a bend in the corner, like this one in the Daredevil. I figure they're high, a solid 8, maybe a little higher, or maybe even more. Who knows? That'd be kind of cool. But for $10, I used to have this kit. I bought it new as a kid, and I was so young at the time. And what? I'm 40. It was done in '81, so I was 5 years old. Yeah, I'm not keeping that around in good shape. You know what I mean? I don't even know where it went. But so yeah. So that's the haul. So those are a couple of my big ones, and whatever. The ones I was kind of surprised about, I should say. And I know this one's a decent one too, but yeah. So anyway, excuse me. So that's my haul for the last few weeks. I'm hopefully going to have some more for you to show. There has been some odds and sods that I picked up along with these ones. These are not all the stuff that I had picked up, but some of it was just for shits and giggles, and just series fillers, that kind of stuff. Smaller series fillers, like nothing really major. And just because I see a cover, I laugh at it, I buy it. So, and if I'm not spending a whole whack of money on it, I'm good with that. So anyway, this is getting kind of long, so I'm gonna let you go. Have a good evening. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you soon.